title is Jellyfish is a Human Food and Their Fisheries, and I'm going to talk about Odisha perspective. And myself, Dr. Subal Kumar Rao, working as a scientist and scientist in charge, the Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. We have a station at Puri. Coming to the introduction, is I mentioned it's invertebrate. They do not have notochord or vertebra or any kind of bone, and it belongs to the phylum Cnidaria. And jellyfish have been on the earth for 650 millions of years, like even you can say before dinosaurs. Freshwater and brackish water. And some of the jellyfish, if you see the size variation, like some jellyfish are like a pinhead, and also some jellyfish are bigger than human beings, and they have no head, brain, blood, and they do not have heart, even ears. But some jellyfish having a like eye spot. It is mostly used for as a defense mechanism to capture the prey. And some of the jellyfish also bioluminescence, like they can produce the light. This mechanism is a defense and for capturing the prey. And jellyfish is a top predator in the ocean ecosystem, and they are mostly carnivorous and feeds on mostly small fishes, eggs, zooplankton, and they can catch by means of nematocysts. That their tentacles having a nematocyst, they can eject the toxin, they can paralyze the predators, their prey, and they can eat. And a group of jellyfish is called a bloom or smack or it's a swarm also. And most jellyfish can live up to 1 to 2 years, and some are also can live up to 20 years. And one particular species is called immortal, that is Storicopsis doheny. A jellyfish, like all the jellyfish, can produce toxins, but with a varying level of stink. Only 2% of jellyfish toxins are seriously harmful to human beings. And one of the deadliest jellyfish, I think everybody aware of that one, I think box jellyfish, and it is highly venomous, and it can cause the like death. If you are coming stung by a box jellyfish, that's Chironex pickeri. And it is, I already mentioned, it's crucial to ocean health, and they can keep frail like zooplankton and small fish population in a control. And fishes like many of the fish also it is a preferred food like triggerfish, sunfish, even sea turtle, and large sharks and swordfish, etc. And globally, more than 2,000 species of jellyfish are found. And if you come into the India, there are 212 species of hydrozoa, 37 species of scyphozoa, 5 species of cubozoa are reported. And about 30 out of all jellyfish are not edible for like human purpose. Only 38 species of jellyfish globally are have been consumed by human beings. China is the first country to process the jellyfish for human consumption. And from India, about 4 species are processed and exported mostly to the Southeast Asian countries, China, Japan, and Korea. And mostly the jellyfish belongs to the order Rhizostomaceae and class Scyphozoa, considered to be the suitable for the human food. And Chinese have harvested about 1700 years back for the human food purpose. And it is a popular food in Chinese and Japanese cooking, and also known for the medicinal properties. And they have also the medicinal properties, mostly for the high blood pressure, bronchitis, and arthritis. Still, research are going on because it's needed lots of like clinical trials. Usually, not all the parts of jellyfish are used as a food. Only the swimming bell. I saw the like things. Only the swimming bell and the oral arms are used for the process for the human food purpose. And they are mostly processed in the. I'll talk about the details how the processing was carried out in Odisha coast, and they are processed with a mixture of salt and alum, and a semi-dried products are marketed specifically mostly to China, Japan, and Korea. And these jellyfish are characterized by firm body structure with high proportion of protein, and the most valuable qualities are crunchy, elastic structure, and white color for this commodity. And it is mostly used for the salad, like along with the other vegetables. Mostly Chinese people they use in salad because it is a low calorie and it is very good for also. It's a delicacy for them also. And the jellyfish fisheries it is a multi-million dollar industry with the market currently mostly centered in Asia. And coming to the as I mentioned, I studied for Odisha coast only. These are the diversity, these are species recorded during our present study. Yeah. So, out of all the jellyfish during the our study, more than 10 species were recorded along the Odisha coast. And the second species is called the Porpita porpita, the blue color one. This is very beautiful. And jellyfish also used in like aquarium, big oceanarium, and it's kept for public. And Porpita porpita is blue button jellyfish. And Cambion anandale is the only one species which is having the commercial value and process for the human food purpose along the Orissa coast. And all others are not utilized for the currently for processing. And a study was undertaken to document the jellyfish, edible jellyfish fisheries and utilities as a human food along the coast of Orissa during 2020 and 21. And this is the only species that Cambion anandeli form a targeted fishery, small scale targeted fishery around the coast. And we have studied the detail on biology, processing, and marketing also. The fishing season was mostly the seasonal and started from December and ends in the end of March. And mostly caught in sourcing and gillnets bycage. These are some of the photographs in the sourcing, and it is also the output motorized boat. And gillnets are operated, I always mentioned, both in motorized and non-motorized fishing craft at a depth of 5 to 12 meters. During the mostly fishing is done during daytime, and gillnets are set at the for 1 to 2 hours, and usually 2 to 3 hours per boat were performed based on the availability of the jellyfish in water. Each boat brought about 20 to 500 kg of oral arms per fishing trip. As I already mentioned, this the below one having a one tentacle like structure is there. You can see the photograph, and that is the oral arm. Is the hard structure, and it is crunchy. That part is mostly in Orissa. These are the only the bell. The one umbrella like structure is there. It is called the bell. That bell is mostly what fishermen used to. They will remove and cut the thing. They will discard back to the sea. Only the oral arm they will brought to the shore. And that is the oral arm only that transported to the shore, and that is the only doing the processing for that oral arm. And fishermen sold the oral arm to the local traders at the rate of 15 to 22 rupees per kg. And these are some of the photographs. And I just mentioned that regarding the biology, if you see the fishery, the standard measurement, we are taking the measure the bell. That umbrella says that the bell diameter is a standard measurement for jellyfish. And while we have recorded what are the length range coming in the fisheries, and the fishery is mostly concentrated 21 to 23 centimeter bell diameter. And these are the details. We have shown that the mean length range, weight range, and mean weight sex ratio. And if you see the maturity, we have done also biology that in the laboratory brought, and we have done the details of biological investigation. And this is a male and female. We have studied also macroscopically. And what we found, more than 80% of the individuals are mature. That means the juvenile cases are very less, and it's good for fishery. And coming to the processing, packaging, and export of the oral arm, and these are the steps. And mostly, if you see the Orissa, there are mostly 3 temporary jellyfish processing units are operational, and oral arms are processed into semi-dried product through a stepwise procedures of soaking various mixtures of salt and alum. And the first step is the immediately after the landing of the oral arm, it will be transporting to the processing unit where the processing is carried on. And first step is the cleaning, because with oral arms are with so much darts and mucus, membranes, even bonnets are there. There is a big tank is there with sea water 25 cpt, and there is a motor is there. With the help of a motor, the water will be churning, and it will be about 2 hours. The churning will be continued for 2 hours in order to remove all this darts. Then immediately after the cleaning is finished, and the cleaned oral arms are again washed in the fresh seawater, clean seawater, and after that it will be transferred to the soaking tank. In the soaking tank, this is the first treatment started. There will be addition of the common salt at the rate of 50 kg per ton of oral arm, and alum and 2 kg per ton of oral arm into 300 liters of seawater, and it is kept for 12 hours. And this process is called as salt mixing, which helps in penetration of the salt into the tissue, which allow the osmosis, dehydration, and minimizes the spoilage of this oral arm. Then coming to the second stage. The second soaking, again the similar process was followed in the salt and alum water, where it kept soaked for 12 to 18 days prior to the packaging. And the semi-dried oral arms are graded into different export categories, the grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, based on the size of the oral arm. Then after this one, the oral arms are packed in a 20-liter capacity bucket, in that containing 16 kg of semi-dried processed oral arm. In that 3 liters of salt water and 1 kg of common salt are added. Then processed oral arms are, then the lid is tightly closed. Then processed oral arms are mostly exported to China via Chennai at the rate of 500 to 550 rupees per kg. And these are the photograph I'm showing the process, that this is the outward pitching the fiberglass board. They're bringing the oral arm, then immediately after that transporting to the processing unit, which is mostly constructed nearby where the fishing is going on. After the cleaning tank, and this is salt mixing, then alum treatment, then shifting to the final soaking tank. I already mentioned this is a stepwise. You can see the last photograph. It's a nice packing in a 20-liter bucket, and it's closing the lid tightly with the help of a wood. Then it is the final packaged product. And coming to the conclusion, and we are also planning to do the detailed economic analysis. Studies is going on, and the edible jellyfish forms a coastal fishery resources that has economic value. And if you see the Indian context, jellyfish are commercially harvested in Maharashtra, Kerala, then Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Edible jellyfish forms a coastal fishery resources that has economic value. Catching of the jellyfish is providing an additional income to coastal fishermen. However, no proper market has yet been developed for edible jellyfish in India to improve the jellyfish business in the country, creating awareness among consumers on positive health aspects of consuming edible jellyfish, establishing safe and quick processing amenities both for ensuring stable and good quality of the final product and for exporting edible jellyfish to foreign markets. Therefore, prospects for escalating the jellyfish food uses in India will depend on the development of new processing technology and on market demand, which in turn will depend on the increased knowledge of jellyfish as a food and from its public awareness respectively. And in order to create the awareness about the jellyfish diversity along the Odisha coast, and as you know, jellyfish also there is a stinging behavior is there. And we also developed some kind of fast-track measures for the jellyfish sting, and we prepared a pamphlet both in Odia, Hindi, English version, and also we prepared another pamphlet on jelly facts, like details about the jellyfish information, like what are the importance, how it can be used for our food purposes, and it is the value in aquarium trade. All the details are there. You can all the things you can download in our CMFRI website www.cmfri.org.in, and also e-prints of CMFRI. And recently also these pamphlets are released by our Honorable Minister Sri Pratap Chandra Sarangisa during our inaugural program at Baleshwar, the Bahawalpur jetty. Our NFDB funded cage culture project was there, and these pamphlets were released by just to create the awareness among the fishers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rao, for the very wonderful presentation. Indeed, nice work done. But the question is, are we really going to eat which was introduced first by something that was introduced by China?
Yeah.
Jokes apart. Any questions?
So,
Yes.
I have one query actually.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the mystery that jellyfish is surviving for the 2 days? Okay. how they are surviving, how they could survive, you can say turmoil in the environment. What is the experience?
I think that it is easy to like it can breed in a like I say even though there is also many people, their farming is increasing, number of that bloom of the increasing. I think that is the condition. I do not know, sir, sorry, sir, exact mechanism what triggers them, but I think it needs a study. We are not studying on that aspect. So I am a fisheries mostly catcher we are studying.
But I think if you put genome sequence,
Yes, sir.
then you can get from like, you can go from like, you can
Yes,
put
sir.
genome sequence,
Yes, sir.
just from different parts of the year, I think you can get from.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir, for your suggestion. We will future, sir, will do that.
Another information,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because the most here who are staying in Odisha, even from West Bengal also many tourists come to here, sea coast of Puri.
Yes, sir.
And there is a chance of we are getting seen by
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, in Odisha coast, like I can say the northeast belt, whatever the jellyfish coming, only two species are harmful to like for human beings. If you are coming contact with that, that I told one Physalia physalis, this is called Portuguese manoform, or that is like a bubble like I think so.
No, I have seen in the video.
Yes.
Many types of different types of
Yeah. And sir, out of only I'll tell you sir, only two species which are yeah. The physalis, it is like a bubble kind like a structure is there. And that is a very that one in the top one like the white color that one Caribdia. That is Caribdia is one of the box jellyfish. That is also very dangerous. If you are like coming contact with your skin, so that nematocyst is there, so it will inject some kind of toxin, which minimum 2-3 days you get some kind of very severe body pain, even some like even hair follicle also from that level also you get that kind of pain, but it is not lethal, as according to fishermen also. And also second one, the Physalis also, it is also like the severe rashes will come. If you are coming in contact with severe rashes and pain, that kind of thing, but it is also not lethal. And like what I am talking about, box jelly is the actual box jelly that is not available along our this well. And if we are coming stung by any kind of jelly, because you are getting some kind of itching or some kind of rashes, that can be cured with the faster measures like fishermen or many people have believed like immediately they'll put some hot water, sometimes they put the ice, and sometimes the tea on or urine, sometimes they put it. But we should not use that kind of things. What you have to do, first, as you know, that common vinegar is available in our grocery shop. First, you can put the first before that you might have having your ATM card or credit card is there. Any kind of nematocyst or the tentacles will be there. With the help, you should not rub it and on the wound. You can, with the help of your ATM card or credit card, you can remove the tentacles or the any kind of thing. After that, you can use the vinegar, pour on the vinegar, immediate relief, and also such calamine solution is available very everywhere. That solution also you can apply and you will get relief. If still if you are not, sometimes you are getting a chest pain or severe things, I think immediately you should consult the doctor or medication. I think that I can say. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anup sir. And thank you, Dr. Rahul, for the wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank
Please
you,
take
madam.
a seat.